But yes,
you can say it.
Is there a way for SK back into this match?
Absolutely. I mean, SK, the thing is that you can never deny the experience that they have, and they're a team that can very easily change things up. I mean, there's a lot of teams that can be set in their ways. They can have an opponent where the stylistic matchup is quite difficult for them. But again, Fallen's a very good leader. All of the people that play under Fallen develop this idea, this ethos, the way that he thinks about the game, and it enables them a great amount of ability when it comes to playing dynamically and adapting to teams and whatever they throw at them. And Cobblestone is a classic map. It's a map that has been stated has been always very good for VP. So this is the tallest of tests. If Virtus.Pro want to get through to the finals and make history, it's been a long time. It's got to be here on Cobblestone.
It's not enough noise. Allowed to make some noise in this bitch! Much better. Let's see if Virtus.Pro can take this 2-0 or if SK are going to have a fighting chance. Fallen's pushed all the way on his own. Not going to work out for him though. Isolated, Virtus.Pro winning in the numbers. And they haven't committed to anything just yet. A minute 20 seconds on the clock for the Polish side. They can do whatever they want that.
Absolutely, they have all the options right now, and SK, we can see that they spread very, very thin at the moment. The defense is to a site with two players on the middle part, then around connector, that can rotate quickly. But Taz in particular is very susceptible to being, or Fox rather, very susceptible to being taken down. And Cold gets a pop. That's two. There's still more players to go. He's still standing somehow, and Reinforcements is on his way, smoked off, and he will finally be taken down, but not before doing critical damage to the remainder of Virtus.Pro.
The bomb is rotating behind him, he has no idea, but he gets the kill. Spots Barley, spots the bomb. Where is Neo? Both heavily tagged Virtus.Pro players. Barley trying to get away, trying to get to the site, he can't do it. 35 seconds left, it's Neo on his own. It's the first man you think of for Virtus.Pro. He's got a lot to do, 30 seconds to do it. He's got the USP, he has the same range as the CTs. The double peek comes in, great timing from SK. Taco to get the kill. That is a very crucial start to their CT side.
Wow. Cole just going for it there. Absolutely very critical indeed. It's always nice, always feels comfortable when you can get the utility going straight away on the CT side. You sure do need a lot of it, and that's what SK are prioritizing here. They're going for a pretty UMP dominant buy, which allows them all the grenades in the world, pretty much, except for Taco, who's gone for the M4. They have to have some level of resilience here, because force buys, especially in the hand of Virtus.Pro, is very, very dangerous. And already, first going to spot the Mastiffs here.
Oh, he's waited too long! He's lost his M4 already. The numbers will try to collect that or hunt down the other player. That's Fallen running away, 55 HP. Again, this is a force buy. These players have armor. That M4 becomes very dangerous indeed. One man down per side. SK not going to be forced back too far away from A. In fact, Cold's gone on a fact-finding mission. So they will know that Virtus.Pro, not on the low ground at the very least. They're not rotating players towards B though. They don't have all the information. They don't know that upper A is also clear. If so, we might see 3, maybe even 4 players towards B. Virtus.Pro with what may seem like all the time in the world, especially after the previous map. Waiting, expecting a flank.
There's Taz looking for that first man. Very tense at this range. He could go down in one shot from many weapons. UMPs are very deadly at those close ranges, and that is what SK are counting on. Already Fox gets it going, then takes down Bialy. The bomb is spotted as well. Taz with the jumping spray. Oh, the wallbang comes in, but still there's 2 players left, and Snacks with 3 HP will mean that this is very, very tough still for VP.
29 seconds. There's time for this duel. Not loads of time. M4 so important for Taz running out. Bullets, so 2 bullets, 1 bullet, time to reload. In the meantime, there are trades. The next bullet basically wins at this point, but again, the clock is against Taz. He's running around, he's got to collect the bomb while he runs. Cold Zero will hear him. That failed jump will waste time. Cold Zero holding the angle. Just about working out. He hit him with a bullet as well, Taz. Maybe in the leg, 5 HP left. You see the frustration with Taz slamming the table. Not the first time we've seen that.
Yeah, but we have to, I mean, we have to consider there that the damage was actually pretty significant to SK. They lost pretty much every player apart from one. That is certainly going to hurt. It's going to sting, but VP, they can't put the pressure on. They can't really capitalize on it just yet because, of course, they're down to $2,000. They need a save before they can get the pressure in and really start to hurt SK.
Taz, you see that winning mentality. Doing damage is not enough. He wants every single round. two formidable opponents with the utmost respect for each other. Oh, we've got an excellent start in this round for them. CT side, a flying fox gets the first kill. Two-man spray down as well from Tycho. Virtus.Pro getting wiped out. No chance of a bomb plant. Neo forced to face the range of B Plateau where the bomb lies at the moment. Very solid third round from SK. Losing the pistol on your CT side can be a disaster. This is crucial for SK.
Yeah, they have to build up money. They really, really need it. They need all the utility here. The AKs are coming, and because they did indeed lose so many players against the Force Spy, they're going to be encouraged here to try to hold on to these UMPs, perhaps not even to upgrade, just to give themselves a buffer, some room to work with in the future. Is there going to be any upgrades here? Looks like it will still be 3 UMPs for SK, so that's a reflection of damage that Virtus.Pro did only 2 rounds ago. Sure, they didn't win the round, but SK are hurting still, and this is VP's chance to capitalize. However, if SK do win this round, if they're able to survive with a good chunk of players, that really does spell problems here for VP, so the pressure really is on. They do have all the utility to work with though, which is a plus.
Initial map control from Virtus.Pro. That's an interesting angle for the Molotov from Fox, and I do wonder if they'll follow it up with a smoke grenade. That would isolate anybody in Plateau and allow the CT to take a very aggressive position. Fox has gone to an off angle. I'm not sure if there's a smoke there though. Yeah, you see the shallow smoke from the CT side, so just doing some early harassment to the Virtus.Pro team. Don't have all the nades in the world. Has a Neo going towards the A site while Pasha runs distraction towards B. 2 players spraying through the smoke in B. May take the A players by surprise here.
Just creeping forward to the underpass there. Just want to keep the pressure up and slow the rotation down. Oh, nice support coming in there. That's going to eliminate one head of the 2-headed attack here in towards that B bomb site. And that's going to be just drop zone control by Virtus.Pro. Not really all that much to work with, and then they can't even get the frags going here for themselves. Johnny left, still no damage done. Such important killing here from SK. All the frags, and done with such ease that they only lose a single player. And their economy is already starting to grow. And they had that one shaky round, that one super close round, but it looked like it never happened at this point.
Perfect start for SK. Both teams dangerous at all times. Remember how many rounds SK get on this first half. We can never count out Virtus.Pro. If there's one thing we've learned in this tournament so far, I think it would be that. Down to the pistols, some smoke, some flashes, an opportunity for damage from Virtus.Pro. Long A, good place for close quarters engagements when you just have the pistol to take 9s, P250s. But maybe with some flashbangs over the wall, there's a chance on B as well, a chance to plant the bomb, pick up a rifle. 4 or 5 players for VP over towards B, Neo lurking towards Long A at the moment. He may push at the same time. That might leave SK guessing and delay a rotation.
Alright, so nades in. Can VP get out of this one? A nice little perimeter set up behind around the drop zone, sorry. Yes, Fox there on one side, although there is a smoke there. He can still hold on to that. He's got good support. His teammates understand what's going on.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Trying to get the boost out here. This is really cool, actually, because, again, SK can't hear this. They don't know how many players there are there necessarily. VP could have tried to trick them, trying to make them think there's way more players there than there actually are, pulling more players around that position as they then switch up towards the A push. So sneaky stuff attempted here by Virtus.Pro. SK Gaming not buying into it too heavily, though. Still holding a very passive setup across the map.
With Neo not being challenged in A long for so long, I do wonder if Virtus.Pro guess that there's no one in lower A as well, which means they can get close to the site, which means they can play the numbers game. 2 men now trying to cut off rotation first, taken from the back by Snacks. Another push can come in, Fallen on the high ground. He has no idea how many people here. Love the angle, but everything out by him though. 19 seconds left, the bomb, the last one standing on the site, and Fallen doesn't take him down as well. Can Taz get the bomb down, going for the fake? He wants damage, he won't get it. 2 players picked off for SK. No plant for Virtus.Pro. But now comes the buy from the poles. Fallen did great work in this position. Look how tight he is to these corners, not exposing himself, trying to avoid allowing Virtus.Pro to exploit the numbers game. They've got lots of 1 versus 1s, showing his experience in the game as well. The man who carries Brazil on his back, the pride of a nation.
Quite cool as well to see that Virtus.Pro trying to mess with SK Gaming. They're trying to bait rotations, trying to mess with their setup, and SK are not allowing that. They're just playing more passively and forcing Virtus.Pro to just run into those very defensive setups. Working out so far. Let's see if VP can get something on the board here, though. We've got Pasha already looking for a pick potentially. Sometimes we do see those late pushes onto the plateau from the CT side as a way of mixing up some aggression. Speaking of aggression there, Fallen is going to detect a bit of aggression there from Taz, just playing around with that middle position, seeing what he can get positionally, and also just to check, okay, who is standing where? What is the sort of setup we're looking at here for SK?
Cold0 holding an off angle on the drop. That's being harassed by Snacks at the moment. He makes his way in. Cold will hear that. He will hear the second player as well, but you never know. As you saw, you might have seen Nico. Sometimes he's up top and he just jumps. Not jumps down, but just jumps to suggest that he's falling down. Tries to bait somebody to peek. Now 3 and Pasha going to pick at close angles. How does he get that kill? That is unbelievable. Going for a wallbang just in case. What do SK do with this information? They are out of position. Taco taken by surprise. Not taken down though, but there's Fallen. Could it be the first round for Virtus.Pro?
There's Fox on one side and First stuck on the A-bomb site alone. There's no support, there's no help for these players, and Taz is going to put Fer out of his misery, leaving Fox alone. He's got nothing to do here but try to save this AWP. Oh, nice flick onto Snacks to keep himself alive in this position. In fact, he perhaps wants some more damage here. If anyone else is to offer themselves up, Fox isn't going to say no. However, his prime objective is to save that AWP. Neo might make that difficult though. Will Fox expect this? It's very difficult. A lot of this comes down to timing.
Ooh.
Very close. A slither of Fox is creeping away as Neo now has the position. And you can see the swarm coming. VP starting to surround this position. They know where he is. Easy frag for Neo. And AWP reclaimed. Nothing given to SK there by VP.
Neo peeking, seeking, and taking away. Fox over $11,000 in the bank will drop the AWP for Fallen in the coming rounds. SK not shy of money for this round, but it quickly disappears when your average buy will be $6,000+. AWPs onto both teams. So Virtus.Pro got their first round on the board. Can they get any more than that? Can they get those consecutive rounds? Neo deploying a running smoke as he often does. Virtus.Pro have the most stylish smoke deployment that I've seen. Fox Fer is in a very forward position towards long A. Do wonder if there'll be a push later on. Again, both teams liking their slow rounds at the moment. So maybe pushes will be saved for later. Some teams like to get their money in place before the aggression comes in.
It'd be really huge here if VP were able to take away drop zone and perhaps get a frag in that same time, because it would force the players on the A side of the map to fall back quite a lot, because there'll suddenly be just weaknesses in between the two sets of defenders. VP are playing it very slow and positionally, and it does look like they're trying to get control of it. Really getting any frags here. Really important that SK don't give away this position, or don't allow it to be given away for free at least, as VP also start to pressure towards the danger area and A. So there's a lot going on here as far as plays to open up this map for the VP side, and it looks like Fallen has a clue as to what's going on here. At the same time, Pasha looking for that opening. This is very tense. Who's going to peek first here?
There's action happening everywhere. Cold's changed his position in the drop zone. Was outside and connected, but now he's rotating. He's going to throw a pop flash for his teammate. That could be absolutely perfect. Fox has a look, not going to see Pasha. Oh, he's got one over his hand. Got to be careful. Here comes the push though through the drop. Which way is Virtus.Pro going to go? The bomb's in connector as well. They can go wherever they like. 20 seconds. They've got to succeed. 2 for 1 at the moment. Fox taken down as well. That's an open B bomb site.
Still a flanker alive in Further, but without the distraction on the site, it's going to be problematic. Nice pickoff comes in from Fallen there. The wall bang onto Neo. There's still a lot more to be done. Pasha knows where he is. Too easy for Pasha, it seems. He has to go for the 1 versus 3. Silenced by Bialy. That will give another round to Virtus.Pro. Back in this one, but still a ways to go until they can tie it up.
Yeah, but they've tied up the economy as far as SK are concerned. Fer and Cold above 4K. The rest of them around 2K. Difficulty starts for the CT side. SK and Fer going to spend a bit of cash since they have a lot of extra cash. Cold0, UMP, Kevlar. That's the main thing to talk about here. Again, this time we've got 3 men going aggressive towards long, but again, Virtus.Pro starting slow. They know things will be difficult for the SK side. There's no reason for them to overextend. Nice smoke to disable the opportunity for a crossfire in this area. And now SK are out of position. Cold0 looking to go forward, the rest looking to go back. VP, they've got the reins on the site now as well.
Yeah, fast push in, but that three-man setup could be problematic. It might not be expected here by the Virtus.Pro side as they push up. They do spot one player up this far, but there's still two more to go. Sax is going to see Fallen. That's an easy frag for him. SK Gaming players coming in, but just as quickly as they come, they are dispatched of by VP. The bomb has been planted as well, so not too much here for Colt to do. Trying to get himself out of this position with this AK, but unable to do so. Pasha takes him down. That's another round on the board for Virtus.Pro. Of course, SK didn't have much to work with in that one. And it's still, I mean, they don't have the optimal buy, the optimal amount of money to have the AWPs, opting to get a UMP here. So this is going to be another tough one for SK. There's a lot of chances here for Virtus.Pro to exert their advantages to get themselves, in fact, the lead even, as things draw closer and closer here between these two sides.
Double AWPs on the T side for Virtus.Pro. Double AWPs on Cobblestone. That is going to be very interesting. For those of you on GoTV or Game Command, I would look at double AWPs for this particular round. We have not picked players yet, but how can you not pick Snacks? I think I have to give in to everyone's protests. For those of you on GoTV, always watch Snacks. That is for sure. One of the two AWPers, Pasha, picking up the second one. But first I'll have to wait for these smokes to be deployed. Some jump peeking coming in. There's a nice angle towards the end of Plateau. You could see the line there that goes to those stairs. A recent addition to Cobblestone. Opening up the map up a little bit more.
We have more map control, more and more map control. This seems to be the theme from VP. They're so good at just slowly just taking all the map control and doing it in a safe way without giving up any openings for SK to get any forward fragging positions. And it's a nice setup you can see there from afar. It often can be very dangerous, but it all depends on the timing of how VP will tend to split that A-bomb site as to how effective it could possibly be. And with bjarly in such a forward position as well, Virtus.Pro are ready. The trap has been set up here. It's all about that timing. It's all about whether bjarly can stay alive and get the frags. That's a big one. And now VP can go on the A side of the map as bjarly starts to distract the defense.
Fallen and they need to deliver. That's a good start. The bomb taken down. There's Pasha as well. That's going to delay the Virtus.Pro side. That means rotation. There's a flank coming in from Taco. Even takes off the ball. Taco could save the day. If he can duel with Snacks, indeed knows Fallen's taken down. This round is lost. What does Taz do? Does he go for damage or does he try and save? Neither is going to happen. SK back to winning ways. AWP stolen as well. 4K for Fallen in that particular round. Yeah. Even though SK win the round, the drop zone is looking like a difficult position now.
Yeah, I just want to add here that how crazy it is that Fallen just holds that position down by himself. No one able to get the trade there. Perhaps that's due to the fact that they have the double AWPs in that position. It doesn't allow them to be as dynamic as maybe they would be to play quickly in a fast moving setup to get those trade frags, and that's going to punish them in that situation. In a spot where they really could have put the pressure onto SK, they steal it back away from Virtus.Pro, and now Virtus.Pro have to stop SK from getting that dominant streak of rounds as their economy starts to build. And already Pasha's looking for that first pick. SK Gaming, though, playing it passively themselves.
I think it's hard to even use one AWP on the T side.
Yeah,
double AWPs is madness.
Yeah,
double AWPs is absolute madness. It's too much sugar in your soda drink.
It's also a shame because bjarly in that drop zone position really messes with rotation. So if you have faster moving players, less players with AWPs, then you can really capitalize on the A hit much faster, I think.
For those of you watching Cold0, in your POV option of choice, he's changed his position once again, and he has some harassment grenades coming into drop to force him out, which means they're denied information. In the meantime, Pasha looking for gaps. Sub 1 minute for Virtus.Pro. Half the score of SK at the moment. SK with two players very deep towards A long. Rotation will be long if Virtus.Pro can be successful with this push.
And again, it's really cool to see Virtus.Pro continuing to just pressure drop because SK Gaming are not showing that they want to really play directly. But that said, if they're going to jump through the smoke, I don't think they expected that one, Virtus.Pro. 3 players left for SK though as Virtus start to barrel into the bomb site and getting all the entries along the way. Taz is opening things up there. That's the third one for him. And with that frag, the round is over. SK will be losing this one. A very, very needed round for Virtus.Pro to switch things on their head.
3 Polish players is not what you want to see when you turn a corner on Cobblestone. see if Fur can hold on to his gun. The money for SK absolutely sucks. So there's opportunity for VP to tie things up. 6 rounds on the CT side, though, for SK of 9 is a very good start, I would say.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, it's of course, I mean, that generally with some of the changes to the map, that it has become a little bit easier for the CTs to start taking rounds, but between these two teams, I don't even know. Sometimes when you get to the very high levels of competition, it's the metagame that plays more of a fact than sometimes what you expect from the map as far as the architecture and which side it favors. And with these two teams as well, I think there's a lot of mind games going on at the moment. As we saw in that last round, again, SK, they keep giving up the drop zone, showing no interest. I don't think VP ever expected them to just jump in for the retake as he did in one of those previous rounds.
The drop zone is turning into a morph for SK. Virtus.Pro jumping into the drop zone with body bags, and they're being filled almost every single time. Mere pistols for SK in this round.
Good start with the HEs.
I felt that one. I felt the base in those grenades. Now SK will move to their doom one by one. But it's an eco round. Not the end of the world.
Yeah, VP running a smooth anti-eco here. I mean, the grenades really allowed to be a little bit easier, but you have to be careful in rounds like this against level of competition like this. I already saw from Astralis previously that they were mixing things up and not doing against some of their opposition what you would expect to be some of the more optimal decisions, just because their opponents know they're going to do that. So you want to mix it up in that sense. Virtus.Pro, it was pretty easy for them. And it looks like it's going to be completely clean. In fact, just far left for SK to do any damage, and with a USP, that is fairly unlikely.
Literally no damage has been done to any Virtus.Pro player in this round. Bodes well for them, and this round would allow them to come back with a bye should they lose the next one. Nothing but pressure coming the way of SK. It's Virtus.Pro claw one more round back. 5-4 will be the score. SK, they're floating around $4,000. See what they choose to do. 2 players quite low on 3, so they chose to buy here and they failed. Virtus.Pro could exploit that. It might be a double eco from the CT side.
Yeah, it's really a spot where you really want to have those AWPs. I mean, it's so incredibly crucial, especially against a team like Virtus.Pro, who have been playing fairly slowly most of the time with these defaults, where there is a lot of opportunity for a player like Fallen to find an angle through danger or through the middle to catch one of these Virtus.Pro players as they're trying to challenge these angles. And it also becomes easier to take the A positions if there's no AWP for Virtus.Pro, so you need to have that presence to force the respect. And speaking of respect, James, Taz has none of it, just charging in there in this anti-eco.
Yeah, charging in before the CT can get into position, and the rest of his team will look to abuse that. Neo was holding the flank, but now he's moving in. All the players moving together, keeping the guns away from SK, trading where necessary, and just using the numbers game to their advantage. So SK will be taken to pieces in this round. But again, it's an eco, the second of 2 for SK. They should have a good bye coming into the next round. We'll wait for Fallen to expire. We'll look to take away what he can. 2,400 for losing that round. Not huge loss bonus just yet, but they've got around 5k plus for SK. Fallen enough for AWP and Kevlar. The rest of the team will go for... Oh, there's the second one. Furs dropped one for Fox. Double ops on the CT side. Somewhat more reasonable there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also pretty cool for a player like Fox to be able to just sit, let's say, towards the B side of the map and just be a turret, essentially. Although you also have to be a pretty clutch turret, because you can't really afford to miss shots if the Ts do go for that rush and they come to your position quickly. And Fallen is in a much more dynamic position, potentially.
Look at that angle.
Yep.
If someone manages to flash him before going through those doors, I will be very impressed. In terms of support, Fallen has Fur holding the high ground. And Fallen's angle allows him time to move back, and then if Fur's not spotted, he can become the bait. Fallen can become the bait and Fur can clean up. But it seems Fur might have some action coming his way. It seems sounds have been heard, and now Fallen can bait his teammate in this position. Flash comes in for the Virtus.Pro side. First completely blind. I think he was spotted. Down he goes.
Yeah, Fallen able to hit the first shot, so he knows there's more oncoming players. Gets the connection, but not the fatal one. That's a problem now. But VP haven't progressed too quickly. There is still time to get a rotation in, and it's going to be Cold who gets a look in towards the A bomb site for a status update as to what's going on here. And he's going to be left somewhat confused. There's no push onto the bomb site despite losing both players there. SK Gaming with a lot of questions as to what VP are doing here.
Taco, he hears that drop, and he may say that they probably rotated. Cold starting to move a bit on A, trying to find out what's going on. Grenade from Fox, can he deliver? That's the bomb! And now he needs to buy time for his team. That smoke will be a real big problem. Varley, oh, Taco, he knows Varley was there, but he's caught a grenade in his hand. Fox trades. Pasha, 1 versus 2, 24 seconds. Fox just needs to wait for that bomb to try and get planted. Needs to just wait for Cold to come in. Grenades, again, in the hands of the CT side. The smoke goes down. 13 seconds. He may try to deliver this bomb by the wall. He's going for the kill, but Fox is ready for it. Damage done by Virtus.Pro, but SK get another round on the board.
Yeah, great performance from Fox. Again, very, very important not to miss a single shot in a position like that. And Fox was flawless in that round. And that's going to allow SK Gaming to be able to get themselves ahead 7-6. Just one round, but I'm curious now if Virtus.Pro will make an adjustment, knowing that SK Gaming have got that AWP onto Fox, so they're trying to run this double AWP setup. Is there to be an adjustment for VP's offense? They've got the single AWP themselves in Pasha, and Pasha can be somewhat notorious for going for very aggressive plays and peaks. Very confident always is Pasha. It is Taz playing the pressure game towards the A side here in the default of Virtus.Pro. And so far, it's going to be, again, a passive setup from SK, less aggressive than the previous round.
Patcher and Snacks, they've been boosted in many rounds towards the B bomb site when they've had an AWP, but not really been served anything. See the push. He's standard flashbangs. Virtus.Pro taking map control very early on, but look at the response from Fallen, trying to deny the map control by smoking them straight back, and he's got Fur for support, so lovely response from SK. VP trying to push the CTs back to the sites and deny them information. Speaking of denial, there goes the AWP for the T side.
Yeah, that's a great pick. Fox winning the 1 versus 1 against Pasha. Absolutely massive stuff there. And SK just trying to play the trickery still, the mind games over towards the A side of the map. That smoke down in the position where it's like, oh, there's no one in, no one in front of this smoke, surely. But indeed, Fur was lurking. But that said, Fur is not going to get action here. Not at first, because it's drop zone that's under assault. It's plateau that will soon see a Virtus.Pro stampede, as it looks to be the B bomb site as a side of choice here for Virtus.Pro.
29 seconds on the clock. Flash is coming over the gap in the wall. Cold Zero taken down. Lovely by Snacks. He's tagged though, and there he goes. Taco to trade. No time to upgrade the weapon, but close. Double dig there, and taken down. That's the bomb as well. 19 seconds. Taco doing more. Barney versus 4. Can he get any damage on? No. Fallen gonna scalp him. Second last round taken by SK. They are racking up the rounds now on their CT side. You see the local support as well. The family of the players.
What a resurgence coming in here from SK. I felt like when we first started this series, we were on train, Virtus.Pro looking so dominant. We have this sense, it's SK sure, but they've got to stand in all the matches have been a struggle. Yet they're looking really good at the moment. They're looking really good, despite it being such a tight matchup. I feel quite confident for SK's chances.
Ooh, I know what that word means. I learned that in primary school there. It's a bad word.
So we have the timeout from Virtus.Pro. Bad words aside. I'm sure there's a lot of good words going on there in their comms. Getting the spirits up, getting the camaraderie going, getting everyone on the same page so that they can get this comeback rolling in. Get back into the lead.
Last round of the first half. Virtus.Pro buying what they can. 3 rifles, the Mac 10 onto Taz. 4 rifles, in fact. So we'll see where Taz chooses to go. Will it be the drop? Will it be long? Will it be the underpass? Everyone headed towards the bomb site. Will it be a fast play? They've got the grenades for it. They can wall off. Fox with a cheeky peek and a dirty frag.
Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant work from Fox. It's so cool to see Fox being given the AWP and showing confidence with it, taking the plays, the aggressive peaks that he knows he has to, and not being scared here. Very important. He's actually hitting the shots too. Clutch stuff. But where does that leave VP here? They're down a man, and they're in a spot where they've got next to no grenades. They surely have to just try to barrel it into the site and cross their fingers and hope for the best.
Oh, Fox blind, isolated. Two players around the tree area. Here comes the push from nowhere. From the top cold, shutting it down. 3K for him. Snacks left versus 4 once again. The bomb is miles away. Fox, does he dare peek? He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be the first engager. Cold's got a dirty angle. And Snacks, it's too much to ask. 9-6, a very strong half from SK.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great first pick off there from Fox, just really set them up. It put Virtus.Pro in such a bad position, because already one of the advantages they had going into the B side is the numbers game, because they don't have enough utility. They didn't have as much in the way of weaponry as their opponents. It was all about the numbers, and Fox, he dealt with that straight away. I almost wonder if we would have liked to have seen more grenades there from Virtus.Pro and a couple Tech 9s, but nevertheless, that's all in the past now. It's a 3-round lead that SK Gaming have won themselves. As we move into that second half, it's all about VP's defense. We've seen great stuff from them on the CT side on this map in the past.
Imagine if they lose the pistol. Imagine if they lose the pistol. They'll be at half the score of SK most of the time. Never know though. Neo flash diffuse kit. Fallen will be the grenade man for his team. 3 men starting in the B bomb site for the CT side, but there is a fast play towards Logay from SK. Not sure if Taz has heard it, but he is backing off, keeping that range advantage with the USP, and that's a good start.
Yeah, very nice. Fitting out the numbers again, making the USPs count when they can, and this puts because initially they wanted to see a fast frag there. If there was a forward man, take him out, and they can play off of that. But it's gone all wrong, so it's off to plan B. And they're spreading out a little bit, just to make sure as well that this wasn't an overreaction from VP, that they weren't going for that heavy push up plat to get a quick flank. Oh dear. The information play is met with cold steel. Bialy taking another player down. This is just getting worse and worse. VP looking very good right now. Just a taco against 4 players from VP, sitting on that A-bomb site. The bomb well and truly under their control. Taco is not on for this world, Jakes.
Great timing, Dan. He's dead. Pistol round won by Virtus.Pro. The pistol round they needed, maybe the one they deserved. I'll leave that for you to decide. SK, I see Tech 9s being collected. I see armor being purchased. We have ourselves a force buy. Smoke grenades being collected as well. I'm sure SK have a plan, but will Virtus.Pro allow them to execute it? Virtus.Pro, who are far better, far stronger equipped, obviously. Taz picking up the M4, as is Pasha. One silenced, one not. The rest of the team with the UMPs. So we'll see if SK can get close enough to capitalize on the moving accuracy of these Tech 9s. Only fallen to P250.
Straight in there, Xbox. Not messing around, but Bialy with the spray through the smoke. It means nothing to him. 2 players left for SK, and there is a lot that they need to do. Fallen gets a pick off there, but the bomb is going to cascade down onto the floor. Not much here for that bomb to do, but still damage being done by Fallen. He's not going down without a fight. Inevitably, though, he does go down, and that will be the round for Virtus.Pro. Close to evening things up now, just a mere round behind. And with SK, such poor economy, it's expected that they should claim that round.
Very disciplined shooting from Fallen with the P250. He saw a static player and punished him. Did the best he could, considering the situation. 1 round behind now are Virtus.Pro. If this ties up, do you favor one of these teams at this point?
No.
Marvelous. More pistols for SK. Looks likely we'll see 9-2-9. Snacks and Taz abusing the doors of grenades. Fallen with the Tech 9, the rest on blocks. The rest on P shooters. SK is trying to get someone out of position here. Not going to happen though. Virtus.Pro, 2 tried and tested.
Yeah, and again, the objective for them here is just to get some damage in it. The plan is unrealistic, and they have a buy next round anyway, so getting some pressure onto the economy would go a long way here for SK Gaming. And they're trying to find ways to do that. They are closing the distance somewhat, but Virtus.Pro have a great ability to play the ranges, and on a map like Cobblestone, it is somewhat easy to keep to those ranges. You can see on the A side of Cobblestone here, Taz is really far away. Fallen, he's actually found a way around. He's going to get close range engagement. This is ideal. Oh, doesn't find the headshot though. so Taz will survive. And in the meantime, the push towards B has also failed.
For looks, for sees, for dies. 9-9. Time for the business end of this half, the buy round in the second half for both teams. 9 apiece. Snacks is going to be the one AWPing. We've seen it on Pasha as well, but Snacks has been doing great work so far in this series with the AWP. He will be the sole AWPer so far for this round. 5 AKs, but not many grenades coming from SK. Virtus.Pro armed to the teeth. Lots of defuse kits as well. Initial smoke grenades, and as a T player, you have to fear that grenade because what was long enough over the top of it towards the boulder and the cart at the top of the smoke, fallen standing. So you can see he's trying to pre-fire any would-be AWPers. Smoke is down. You've got to be careful on the CT side as well, because if the T's flash through it, you could be in a lot of trouble.
And in this default, actually, Fauna has the bomb towards A long. A little bit careful there, and his teammates are currently pressuring drop zone. So again, the play is much more likely at this point to be deterred from going into A if we get some pressure from Snacks here. If they actually try to go for a take here, they might realize that the setup here is very dangerous. If they lose a couple players there, it's definitely going to be a B play coming in from SK. Fox, though, he could make a difference. He's looking for a nice angle. The flick comes in from Snacks. Very diligent stuff there. Very thorough search. And he will find.
The rest of SK towards B, starting to move into the drop. Neo may hear this from his position. Barley towards the tree, could be exposed. He's got to be careful. No one's covering his back now. Pasha trying to reposition that smoke. Will just about save him. Moving close again, the flashbangs delaying this case, ruining their timing. Double fate's going to work out for the Brazilians. Barley still on the tree. Look how slow they're playing this. Cobblestone is a very hard map to push at such late time. The trades are there, 3 versus 3, but SK have to plant the bomb. Neo moving forward. There goes the bomb. There goes Further as well. There goes Cold Zera. 3 players survive for Virtus.Pro. They take the lead.
Still so much work to be done, but it's funny how we see with these two teams right now that there's so much pressure. No one can really get any money. Once again here, SK without anything really in the bank. We'll see some Tech 9s coming into play for them to try to get some damage done. Maybe get a plant in to bolster that next round by. And in the meantime, VP going to be working on maintaining their economy as best they can. And I do wonder if we'll see any aggression from Snacks with that AWP of his. At the moment, he's actually in a very passive spot towards the double doors here. So the setup has somewhat changed. VP, they were showing a lot of forward setups. And we'll have to hold that forward actually, because we have SK trying to get the rush in onto B.
Pasha looking away, expecting the flashbangs. There are the flashbangs. Here are some more, but he can't see the players moving around the smoke. One goes through, punted. Lovely play from Pasha. The 3rd kill for him. Neo's got one as well. Fox getting peppered, getting taken down. SK now at maximum loss bonus. That round was somewhat throwaway. They would have liked some damage. Didn't get much going in that respect, but now it was the big bite. 3,400 every time they lose a round.
Welcome to the plow.
There's some other Snacks.
Yeah, sharing bag of headshots. Exclamation mark.
That's great. Back to the match. 2-round lead for Virtus.Pro at the moment, but again, now SK have a full buy. All AKs, lots of grenades, but can they get anything done on their T side? That is a giant question mark that faces all 5 players.
VP with all the confidence at the moment. And again, I think almost baiting SK to start pushing it towards that ace on the map. But SK have been really, I don't know if it's that perhaps they feel like they're not super confident or don't have the best setups to deal with VP setups towards A, but in a lot of defaults, okay, you might see drop zone taken, but you often see the terrace side also pressuring the A side of the map to force those players back. We rarely see it actually from SK so far, and speaking of pressure and the drop zone, looks like once again SK look to be trying to get something done here, but also Virtus.Pro going very aggressive themselves. The boost coming in, perfect timing there. Bjarni gets himself a frag. Very tagged up though, but can he get away? Looks like he can. Very nice pick off for Virtus.Pro.
Great nades. SK unable to respond. Barley tagged, but it doesn't matter. They have the man advantage, which means crossfires, trade frags, all kinds of goodness. Is he going to creep through the smoke again? Pasha's looking for it. Taco's got to be very careful. They can't afford to lose plays like this. There comes the flashbang. One spotted. Does he see the one by the tree? Barley out in the open. Then down he goes. There's Neo. Really trying to trade. Fur from the back is falling apart for Virtus.Pro.
What to do here for Virtus.Pro? The money is not really ideal necessarily to try to take a big risk like this, but if they can get a fast kill, a cheeky one perhaps, then maybe they think about it, but at the same time it's very, very difficult to get yourself through these choke points, so they are very sensibly going to give this one up and see if they can maybe get any frags if SK Gaming were to try to hunt them down. Because it'd be great for SK to really harm that economy, but they're in a kind of a standoff in that sense. They also know that it'd be very hard to break these choke points, which VP are currently holding, so we might see a gentleman's agreement here. Or SK going to go for this. He doesn't have any flashbangs to secure that position with. And Taz has got a really strong position. Will Fallen jump straight out. Goes for the jump. Taz, easy frag for him. And Taco, he can't really follow up with the trade. He's so weak.
Going back for more. Oh, he was fine. Go for it. Oh, there
wow.
we go. Agreed. Went to the well one too many times. The well was poisoned. Great timing from Virtus.Pro. This is the Virtus.Pro. Oh, this is the Virtus.Pro. And that's like Mirage on their CT side where you're waiting for their pushes until the push actually comes in, and you're always taken by surprise. 11-10. SK have another buy, tons of grenades as well, and we see the second sniper on VP. Smacks and Pasha.
Yeah, no, I do respect the attempt there from Taz actually, because SK Gaming are not in the best place when it comes to keeping the buys going. This is a very important round in that sense. VP could very well take some good momentum towards the end of this map. Obviously, they're already a map up here, so things getting very stressful in that sense for SK. And once again, we see so much early round focus and ultimately end of round focus from SK towards that drop zone position. Very light presence towards A, pretty much the entire team off that they've had. It's very interesting. Once again, Pasha, he's looking for something, and VP definitely realized that there's been so much traffic here recently. There's someone to find, but who is it? Oh, Taco looking away, forced back out, thinks he has to take the engagement, and that's going to be the end of him. An early advantage for VP's defense.
Isolated and eliminated. 1 minute left for SK to try and get something back. We've still got Snacks and Taz in very forward positions towards long A, so SK can get something going. But maybe Virtus.Pro know it's going to be a slow round despite these Molotovs. So they'll take their risks and then adjust accordingly. Move away from A long now as Taz Wabali holds things down, having a better time of things and drop than SK did.
This looks really, really good now for VP. There's almost no, in fact, there's no nades left on the three players of SK. They have to go in here. Starting to move down the plateau, but Neo is in the smoke right now, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Pasha, though, picks off Fox, and Neo finally decides it's time to go. Pasha as well, chiming in with another frag onto Fallen, leaving just Cold Zero standing, but perhaps not for too long. Snack spots him on the flank. Cold Zero will be able to survive for the time being. Virtus.Pro, however, might try to kill him after time, which would be devastating. Taz going for the shoulder of the angle, straight out peek from Taz, instant headshot. And SK, they had no presence on the entire map. They put all their eggs in one basket towards B, and it just did not work out for them.
Neo with the dirty tactics emerging once his team starts to get into a tiny bit of trouble. SK, their lost bonus sucks. VP with a 2-round lead now, looking to be 3. It's why do people do this now? Why do people do this? Too much time. Every time we start commentating, I get tweeted like 50 photoshops, and they're all unfortunately with you. Virtus.Pro looking to extend their lead to 3. SK have invested. They've spent a lot of money. 3 people have no money. Fox with $2,500. SK committed, they need round wins. Oh, Fox stuck on the wall. Pasha takes him down for free. Is there more for Pasha? He's hungry. He's looking for it. He's spotting players. His team cleaning up. They're barely taken down now. And there goes Pasha as well. Suddenly, there's a man advantage for SK. What's happened to this round?
This should not be happening right now. There's still a lot of opportunity here for SK to steal this one away. It's made pistols. They've done so much. They've made magic, but Taz and Snack still to go, holding some good angles here with way superior weapons, AK, AWP. Taz trying to push the issue now, finds the information of where one player is, and also knows where Fer is as well. So all the information, all the advantages playing in VP's hands, and here comes Fer with a timely flank onto Snacks as he repositions, gets the frag through the door, but he himself down to 2, and Taz has the control of the bomb still. It's all in Taz's hands. He's one of the most experienced players in the business. Wow, he's going for a pretty big play here. This is absolutely nuts. All the way around, perhaps, but no.
Oh, he looks a bit lost there.
Perhaps he did get lost around Cobblestone. Perhaps he just wanted to have a look at the Dragon Lord tapestry. It's very nice, but it's back to business here. Bomb still on the floor. Fer gets himself an AWP.
He's got himself one and done weapon, but he's looking for those close range headshots. There's the timing. Taz, sharp as a butcher's pencil. Another headshot from him. Age merely a number when it comes to Counter-Strike. He is wrecking fools on Cobblestone. 13 rounds for Virtus.Pro. SK took a gamble with that buy. It came close, but ultimately it failed. Taz can feel the crowds.
He's lapping it up.
Rumbling the Fox Theatre. He's got 24 frags at the moment.
Yeah, he's having an excellent game. Pretty decent series overall, and SK on the pistols. Obviously leaving enough in the bank to try to get a good buy in the next round, but what can they do here? They were close last round with pistols. Very fast forward positions. Taco finds himself a headshot, taking out Neo, and with that some problems, but Taz has already asserted himself as the problem solver there. Easily takes down Taco, and the bomb has been dropped as well. At least it's still in the hands of the T's, but they are down 2 members.
Taz only knows headshots at the moment. That's not good for SK.
Oh my god.
There's one kill. No rifles collected for SK despite killing 2 players. Taz with a great angle, fallen without the health, but that's not the bomb. Where is the bomb? Pasha's pushing. And there it is. Coldzera's waiting for him. He's got opportunity now. He's got the split. Does Taz know how close Fer is? Getting peppered, but he aim punches there. Taz will take him down. Coldzera's got to run. He's forced to fire the out, but he doesn't see him just yet. He hasn't spotted him. That makes a difference. 14 rounds for Virtus.Pro.
Taz, perhaps one of the oldest players in the game as well, showing that age does not matter. Great performance so far, 14-10. The Virtus.Pro is so close, 2 rounds away. Just 2 rounds, that's all they need to book themselves a place in the finals of a major. How long it's been?
SK have got 1 round in this half. 1. That will not do for them. They're fighting for their tournament life. Snacks very deep towards long A with the Mag 7. It's been a very powerful weapon in this major. It's risen up a lot of body bags. SK with a focus towards B for now. Neo and Bayali around the connector area. SK playing it slow. 2 rounds. That's what Virtus.Pro needs.
Again, it's just so much focus away from that A bomb site, away towards the B bomb site here for SK. And finally, it's been a while, but they find that first round, or rather the early round advantage. Pasha, he looks to equalize here. He's got a great position to do so. That flash is going to force him off the angle. He's got to be careful to retake the angle. Oh, there it is. The shoulder comes in. Pasha will miss the shot for now, but how long is he going to stay out here? More flashes can come in. It looks like he'll finally abandon the angle. SK, they've got 45 seconds left to make the play. They have the man advantage. Setting up for this B push.
2-man. Oh, I thought they were going to drop, but they weren't. SK running the clock down, but again, this reduces their margin for error. If the bomb carrier goes down in the wrong place, that could close the round out for them. Pasha with a lovely swipe. The push delayed. They don't know if anybody's on the stairs. They're 25 seconds. Neo can take them by surprise. Double P coming in. The trade from Coldzera. 2 T's pushing around that plateau. There goes Pasha. A chance now for SK to run the bomb. But again, Taz's position was important. There he goes as well. Snacks for the Mag 7. Doesn't have any good angles. SK playing it down to the wire. It's so hard to watch.
He might find a gun though. Oh, and a frag. That does the job as well. Here comes Snacks. There's some damage in onto Fallen, but he's quite healthy still here. Snacks needs some good connections, but he can't find those connections. It's Fallen instead, who closes the round down.
In your mind's eye, you see Snacks killing everyone.
It's always possible whenever Snacks is alive on the server. You've got to expect the worst to come your way. Didn't happen this time, but this was a great entry. That is an entry with style there from him.
I almost wonder at this point if SK needs this iteration of SK, this temporary iteration, needs this level of pressure to bring the best out of themselves. Virtus.Pro tactical timeouts at the moment. SK 3 rounds behind.
A lot of support here for VP in the audience. Taking a moment, a pause for thoughts. Oh, here it comes. We love these, don't we, James? The tweets.
Yeah, Virtus.Pro, they've been doing that all week.
To be fair, it's been a long time since I saw the plow tweets, so that's pretty cool. I respect that. We're seeing great performances across the board here from the Virtus.Pro players to try to get themselves in that finals. They're so close.
It's levitating, Dan. It's levitating chicken. I can't work in such an environment. Virtus.Pro spending some money, but they're leaving themselves with the money to head towards a full buy. Bayali with over 5k in the bank, so.
So we've got a pretty awkward situation here for VP. They need to stick to those close ranges. However, if they can get that opening frag or two, maybe some weapons can be availed to them as well at the same time. However, SK, they know that VP are in this position and they know how to deal with it. They know how to use the utility, how to make sure that those dangerous positions are dealt with those smoke splashes and molotovs. And if they remain focused, it should be fine to deal with this. However, they don't want to rest on their laurels here. Moving forwards is Neo. Get some information now. Snacks will reposition.
Fallen on his own on the upper A, needs to be a little bit careful. Again, SK have the numbers game. Death by paper cuts for Virtus.Pro. One by one, they start to disappear, but always fear the Snacks. Always. Always. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why it's scary that Fallen's on his own. Bayali taken down. They know where the last man is. The bomb plant is exposed, and now the ring will be set up. You are surrounded, Snacks. Drop your weapons.
In the early rounds, Snacks is like a landmine. You know, something could just immediately take you down, but you don't know where it is. They did find it without stepping on it. And it looks like he might even be able to survive here. The Mag 7 is so good at close ranges that it's going to be hard for them to find.
I don't think he wants to survive. I think he wants to kill.
It'd be nice to get an upgrade here on the weapons. Again, what can he get out of this? Cold is close. Snacks. Has he got any sound cues to work with here? Oh, the distance, that range is not good for him. Couldn't even pull the trigger. Cold, too quick to it. That's going to be the round for SK. 3 or 2 round deficit now. SK slowly climbing it back.
Yeah, we know he's wearing the trousers there.
I mean, every series for SK in this tournament, as you said, it's been a grind. There's no reason to doubt them.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. It's been dragging your lifeless body over the line with blood in your nails. 2 rounds between these two sides. VP back on the buy. Not an amazing buy. Neo of the UMP. No AWP. Can SK continue their unlikely comebacks? Fallen holding some of the angles that we saw from VP, though VP were mostly boosted. Activity from Snacks and Taz towards the A site. Taking their initial positions, trying to get some information. But information for the CT side on Cobblestone always comes with risk. You never know if you're about to walk into a scope.
Getting this another round as well, where SK, they don't put any pressure really on the A side of the map. And that's a very typical thing to do in a default on Cobblestone, is to try to pressure both sides of the map. And you can often start the round off with a lot of players towards A just to clear out the close spaces. Then you can fall back into that drop zone pressure, or have 1 or 2 players doing that all along. But SK often shying away from the A side of the map here against Virtus.Pro. However, they are rotating a couple players back there, but they don't really have any info because they did give it up so early in the round. So they only have 45 seconds left. They've got to be very careful to keep a good pace here, because if they slow down too much, I mean, they have a lot of positions to check. They need time to do that.
35 seconds. SK playing the clock game, but again, what if something goes wrong? Just like this. All spotted. Taz delivering again. He's done his job. Snacks cleaning up. Wiping these players off the face of Cobblestone. 4 players alive for VP. Cold alone now. Forced almost to run to his death. 15 seconds on the clock. He's in an impossible situation. And there it is. Match point. Virtus.Pro.
Wow.
1 game up. 3 rounds up.
Taz is having an absolutely incredible performance right now. He's got 29 kills, 14 deaths. This guy is doing serious work. Getting 2 frags in that position just secures it. That's so sick from Taz. And that's one of the few times SK have decided to go towards the A position, and they managed to get quite close to that position towards the ramp before they were spotted. That's ideal. You can get the fast entry. You can just run over the bomb site. But VP looking too strong right now. The AKs are out for SK, and looks like they're going fast.
Last chance saloon for the SK side. Let's not forget, they did amazing to get this far in the first place. Oh, Pasha taken by surprise. Man advantage for SK, not in a position to capitalize on that. Got to be careful of the counter grenades from the CT side as well. They can sit on this for a while, but again, how far will they run that clock down? Can be your friend, can also be your enemy.
And this is one of those situations, again, we saw it on Train as well. You're down a man early on the CT side. You're going to put often 3 players on one site and 1 on the other sites. That's what Virtus.Pro have opted to do because you don't feel comfortable in playing aggressely for information. So you're playing a slight risk as to how you think your opponent's going to play it. It looks like you have selected the right choice. They're going to hit the shots as well. That's a good trade, but much more is required of VP to hold this B push that's incoming.
They're starting to move, but now slowing down again. And VP, they can hear the sounds. They've got 2 players towards B already, including the AWP of Bayali. He needs to be amazing with it. Starting to move in, but they're ever so careful, 1 by 1, maybe too careful. Falling to Neo, no response. 35 seconds, there are some grenades. That's the last one thrown now. Can they get the bomb down? Neo's just waiting for it. If he can thwart the plant, who knows what can happen. Fox doesn't see him, but only taken down. No trade. Fox may have won this round for his team. Snacks forced away.
Great boost coming in from SK. That seems to have sealed the deal here. Snacks is going to be running for the hills. Keep hold of that AWP. SK keeping themselves in this one. Are we going to see more overtimes between these 2 teams? I wouldn't want it any other way. But there is quite a lot of work to be done here for SK. They will be moving only 2 rounds away from that situation. And how are we for the money here? It's not looking amazing for VP.
No. Snacks in the tower. Reminds me of Cobblestone back in the day on public servers. Always people in the tower.
Always one guy there. Doesn't care if his team loses the round, just to stay there the entire time.
If you look at the average,
You were that guy, weren't you, James?
If you look at the average rounds, it's probably always because someone in the tower. Cold 0 looking for the damsel. Oh! Snacks escapes like a rat through a tiny hole. 2 rounds, SK. You are causing such pain, heartache, and stress to your fans. Done a great job to get this far, all things considered, but how far can you go? The answer still remains to be seen.
It looks like, I mean, again, it's such a struggle for them, and they haven't necessarily discovered a consistent answer. One of the things that definitely helps them here is that Virtus.Pro aren't really in a position to take massive risks either, based on how they think SK are playing, because again, SK have left the A side of the map up for grabs so many times in their defaults, and it's fairly uncharacteristic as well. So again, likely going to see more passive play from VP as they just want to allow SK to play as they have been. But if SK can't get those early round advantages, they really desperately struggle.
Tactical timeout from Virtus.Pro soon to elapse. Snacks has thrown his pistol to a teammate. Pasha with the Mag 7, spending money where it can be spent. Doing the calculations. AWP onto Snacks. He's the key man. I do wonder if he's going to go aggressive, as you would often see in a situation such as this. AWP trying to get an early pick, maybe rotating. Snacks deciding what he wants to do. Thought maybe he'd put a smoke down, try and look over it, jump in the box, but he won't do that. And now the AWP's been announced, but the question for SK is, what else lies around the corners of Cobblestone in this round? Will they expect the likes of Mag 7s, 5-7s?
Yeah, it's a situation where maybe you don't want to read too much into it. They have the grenade advantage. They can just use those to try to disable Snacks' position with the AWP. And he's lost a teammate as well. Your teammates are really important if you're the sole AWPer. Need those bodies to run out in front as you get those opportunities for shots to keep yourself alive with. And you can see just again a systematic take of the map here from SK. Trying to make sure that they set everybody up in place before they trigger the push onto the site to make Snacks' life incredibly difficult. And they have so many Molotovs, I have no idea if it's possible for Snacks to hold this. It shouldn't be. They have so many Molotovs, so many flashes and smokes, and he has nowhere to run.
Now, SK has been very stoppy-starty, very edgy towards the plateau. And that may give Snacks the opportunity he needs to find some picks. And again, the clock game is being played by SK, but they are the ones who need to plant the bomb. Snacks, if he's right place, right time, this is really worrying because there are 20 seconds. Look at his position. He's not going to be successful though. That is a huge frag. Now the bomb can definitely be planted. My nerves are on edge, Dan. The way they're playing right now, it's scary.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty easy one in the end then for SK. Again, it's good to see how thorough they are. Not making any mistakes, even though they are under so much pressure, but that's a great frag from Pasha. Sneaking in the back there. Extra money made for him, actually. Good kill in the end. We'll see, though, whether VP can actually close this one, because SK, they have a very good chance to go to overtime here. They've got a very strong buy. VP themselves also able to just get enough in there. Taz is going to be left a little bit weak, I think. I'm not sure if the drop went onto him. We'll have to see in a moment. No, indeed, he's going to be stuck on a FAMAS here. So weapon advantage for SK, and no AWP for VP, and that AWP has definitely been very, very important for them.
It's the last round of normal time, people. You better shout for your team. 3 players moving towards B for the CT side. Jordan's playing around that boulder. We spoke about it earlier. He's got to be careful. Lining up for an approach towards long. Virtus.Pro playing passive on the A side at the moment. Double nades, but nobody there. They will hear the rattle of those high explosives. But no one moving for VP.
Very cool stuff to see such plays. I think it even was a triple nade, in fact. SK really going for that early frag there. Have a slow movement from SK, once again going back to what they've been going to so commonly here. That drop control, abandoning the A side of the map, not pushing it too much, not pressuring it too much, relying on setting up B, getting a man in drop zone or 2, and then hitting the split from Plateau as well to try to crush and split that VP defense on B.
40-second mark. Virtus.Pro banking on it being B. There are 4 CTs here, and SK, they've got 1 flash to get in. This could be a disaster. Taco taken down. They're still playing slow, but they have to go towards B. The numbers game. Everyone's here for Virtus.Pro. The flank as well. Snacks could be the one to win this for his side. Neo dancing around, but he picked off. How does one go down? 20 seconds. There's the disaster. It's on the plateau. Everyone's on the low ground. They're being cut down from every direction. It's 3 versus 3. 15 seconds. The last round is the one VP need. They're going to the final. They've beaten their demon. It's over for SK. Run, they could, a very respectable run, and you've got to give it up for them as well. All things considered, they did a great job to get this far. Legends once again giving it up for Fox, stand in for the sides. Who knows what happens for him now? And you see VP give some respect for SK. Fantastic run by them, all things considered.
And one